If you have struggled for years to make your solos sound good, this lesson is for you. If you've heard of a triad and you sometimes break out of the box, but when you do, it's kind of by accident. If it sounds good, it's definitely by accident. Today's lesson is for you. If this is the first time we're meeting, my name is Alec Lehrman. I've played on Grammy-nominated recordings. I've played with A-list celebrities, and I've taught thousands of students the lesson I'm going to teach you today. The first part of this lesson, I'm going to play over a backing track, and the second part, we're going to go over exactly how you should start implementing this methodology into your playing. As always, you can download the backing track below in the description, and if you want a deeper dive into the subject matter, I have a course called the Fretboard Breakthrough that you can check out as well in the description. Before we launch into playing over the backing track, I just want to be clear, this is not another pentatonic guitar lesson. That is the trap so many guitar players, probably like yourself, have fallen into, just playing a scale up and down, especially this box shape, without any direction, without any melodic choices. Well, today we are going to fix that. We're going to solve that problem, and it's actually so simple. It's hiding right under your nose. Let's get into it. So what's going on here? The first trap so many guitar players, like we talked about, fall into is playing this pentatonic box shape. And that is so wrong. I mean, it sounds pretty good, but the idea here is that you need to start playing with triads first. Triads, and then on top of the triads, you can interject or sprinkle in the pentatonics. So the idea is that you are soloing with triads. Now, if you are unfamiliar with what a triad is, tri just means three. So a triad is a three-note chord. So, if you take this A chord and you don't play all the strings, right? You just play three notes, that's a triad. Or if you play the D chord and instead of strumming all the strings, you just play the top three strings, that's a triad. Okay? So it's you already know this stuff. The idea here is that we are going to use triads as the basis for our solo. So in this example, we are in the key of C. So we're playing a C chord to an A minor chord to an F chord and back to a C chord. Okay, but the way we're using the C and the A minor and the F is actually where all the magic happens. So instead of playing C with this kind of shape, we're playing a C like this. Okay, and you're going to hear it in the track in a second. I just want to break this down for you all the way. So this is the C, and then here is the A minor. Okay, notice only one note is moving. So this G to this A is the only note moving. The C note and the E note remain the same. Okay? And then finally, when we're playing this F note, basically there's only one note that changes. This E to this F. So we're going A minor to F. And we go back to C. So you're noticing there's such little movement between the chords that you're going to want to showcase that. You're going to want to highlight that movement. Okay? So if we're playing C, okay, and then we're playing A minor to an F, and the idea too is that you don't have to necessarily play the chords like it's not going to sound great. What you can do is you can slide into different notes. So like you can slide from below, you can slide from above. You can also play the notes out of order. So you can start high, go low, and go in the middle, and you can incorporate those slides as well. Make it musical. That's a great way to make it musical. Adding little hammer-ons like this, where you pluck the string and then hammer on or hammer down, is an absolutely great way to add musicality to this simple idea. The idea, though, is that you are going to be baking your cake with these simple triads. And then on top, you can start sprinkling the pentatonics. So let's try this in practice and make sure you have that backing track downloaded so you can practice this on your own time. Okay, we're playing the C triad. Playing that A minor triad. Playing an F triad, back to the C triad. And keep in mind, all of that is contained within that minor pentatonic box. It's literally hiding right in plain sight. But what you're doing is you're using everything creatively. So we're playing F. Okay, we're just gonna play these triads. And then let's add a little pentatonic. There's a little pentatonic. Okay. That's a little pentatonic. But really, we're baking that cake with the triads. It's so simple, but so many guitar players overlook it. So if you want a deeper dive on this stuff, there is a course called the Fretboard Breakthrough waiting for you in the description. Now that you understand these fundamental concepts of soloing, you're going to want to check out this video.